She was climbing what we call the flat irons here outside of Boulder with no rope, helmet. And it was like the first time she was going out with this guy who I didn't know. And that morning I climbed him a bit myself. So I said, well, where's your helmet? She said, oh, we do this all the time, Mom. We don't use the helmet. So it's kind of like Alex Arnold, who's the free climber. And it's become quite popular around. So off she went, and she was supposed to be home at noon. I didn't hear from her until 5 p.m. Phone call from the emergency room. And she said, Mom, I know you don't like phone calls like this, but, here I am. And I had a little fall. Of course, I zoomed over there. And she had fallen 25 free fall feet from the top, the very steep cliff. That's like, the geology is up here, so we have these sheer walls. And she was caught by a ledge, very fortunate, because there aren't many places to be caught there. And like friends of mine who climb say, I don't know of any ledge there. So she was quite fortunate. The Rocky Mountain Search and Rescue team spent the whole day rappelling her down on the back of some of their awesome rescue people. And then they took her in a litter down the mountain. And I just have to say one thing, that she told me as she was in the litter, there were 6 search and rescue members of the Rocky Mountain Search and Rescue, and a rock would come falling down from above. They would yell, rock, because there's all these ropes, they're trying to get her down. And when they hit rock, they would extend their body over her in the litter, so to protect her, which I just couldn't believe that. So there's a lot of emotional things there that they got her down safely. But then at the hospital, they did x-rays and she broke bones in her foot. But I'm very fortunate still alive. So the focus was finding doctors and surgeons that could repair crushed bones and try to make her foot functional again. So the focus did a lot of cuts, also the stitches. The focus was on the physiological and the physical, and no one was really paying attention to how her head was functioning. But then she started being able to focus very clearly. And whenever I, as her mother, would speak with her, say, no, Mom, I can't. I'm already on overload. Like, she could not focus on more things than once. And just a year ago, she got 3 degrees at the university. So she's a very bright woman. And so that little founding. But a month and a half after her foot got done with a couple of the surgeries, then when she was having these other symptoms of not being able to focus, she'd been writing some publications. She couldn't focus to do the modeling. And the professor working with her noticed that. And his wife had a concussion. So it was like, he said, okay, we can wait on this. There's no hurry. And then we hooked up with fortuitously, with some really great people here in Boulder at the Boulder Center for Sports Medicine that are doing some absolutely new front level research on concussion, and they've been finding out a lot. So they started treating her. She got dry needling, she got adjustments for her TMJ, and they realized that on that 25-foot fall, she had hit her head a number of times and was having repercussions from the concussion. So we didn't find out about it really for like a month or a month and a half